BabyJ still be as aggressive. See how we start off here. Slowly across. I'm trying to keep an eye on where these 0 points are going to be going for Xeppaa as they throw it up and over. And that's a nice little dart for RJ mid as they go B.
Recon dart in the back of the site. The 0 point on tunnel is split into the B site. The wall bang for the first blood, courtesy of Leaf. But Xeppaa is towards that back. Doesn't have any flashes to work with, so he's going to try to time this owl drone. Runs through, right-click onto Hiko, right-click onto Eccles as well, and it's going to be traded off by Ethan finally. But yes, this timing there for 100 Thieves becomes beautiful there for C9. Asuna trying to narrow that gap, narrow that lead. The retake is coming back for 100 Thieves. Vanity in the back of the site, just running that clock down so that his teammates can do the work. And he's going to even add up on top of that. And C9 once again strike. Yeah, and apologies on that. I thought it was going to be Hiko playing that Viper first, but it is going to be here held by Eccles. But speaking of which, Eccles is the first to fall. A crunch coming in, an aggressive push by the defender side towards B main. Gets shut down as Leaf is on top of that window. Asuna now stuck with only a Marshall down towards his mid side. There is that lurk coming out from Mitch at A halls, but they do not hear each other. So this will now allow Asuna to just creep up towards this tunnel site if he can. Want to use the range of that Marshall to potentially get a couple of kills, but he's going to opt to go towards elbow instead. Opposition on the other end is going to be Leaf, the creep to come out, the no scope from Asuna, and now we're just going to swing out. He does get the headshot onto Leaf, picks up the Spectre, and now he's getting crunched in from both sides. No flawless coming in, but still a dominating round for C9.
He was heating up there, almost. Back here as we start our first, what is gun round and bonus, or gun round for 100 Thieves bonus for C9. And Xeta right over the top. They have a lot of these kind of delayed works. There's the 0 point, and they're right at a B. That's not delayed at all.
Yeah, that cancels out all the utility towards that back of the site, and a wall bang from Leaf because he got pinged down on top of that. And Mitch and Xeta going to work. We've commended C9 on how good they are with utility on this map before, and they continue to prove that point here in these first 2 rounds. But now, Eccles, LMS, last man standing, 3 versus 1, and the shot now gives his position away, and Xeta gets another one, this time with a wall bang for 3 unanswered rounds.
I'm kind of swarming in on the back of Leaf there.
So good in utility. The fragment in the back of the site with the snake bites. Then you have shock darts coming in from the boxes on top of the snake bite to do double damage on both ends. So that crew coming in with the utility on Vanity has been looking quite clean for the B site. Now we'll see what they're going to try to do here for for C9 on the attacker side on A. And it's just going to be a simple run, right? It's going to be the eco round coming in for 100 Thieves with the Marshall. Asuna getting first blood. There's that shock dart in the back of the side from Xeta. A couple of them bouncing away. Misses a bit, though, because it was intended to be towards right side pyramid, and there's that second one coming in. Nonetheless, though, it's still a 4-on-4. Make that now a 3-on-3 as BabyJ is able to trade it off right after onto Ethan. That spike is still ticked off, and that also forces out a Viper's Pit from Vanity. So not too bad, not too shabby for 100 Thieves on this defense, and nobody's going to be flanking around. So 2 players now playing on the outside. They have 1 flash left here for Xeppaa, but it's just going to be Vanity holding fort inside pretty much his blanket fort of greenness inside the A site.
There's a weapon there to pick up in halls. Another one just on the side of BabyJ. Do they have the weapons to do this now?
One picked up, and you hear it running away. BabyJ's tagged for a bit, and you see he's just looking to save that weapon. It's not going to happen. Vanity gets the headshot. Last one inside the site. If anything, blows up from the spike, but no, it's just going to be Vanity going with a triple kill on top of that. And now 100 Thieves, they finally get the
pick, as we heard again, the analyst does bring up. So it'll be good for 100 Thieves to be able to start sending a message. Get C9 afraid of Asuna and on a level where he's hitting his bits. Here we go.
Command off the owl drone as the orb was picked up by Xeppaa, and he's just running it in. And we now see the tag coming out, the late lurk from Vanity on mid side, where 100 Thieves seems to continue to want to control at the beginning of the round. But Vanity is getting closed in. He's going to try to hold it towards the back of the spawn side. He's going to hear a bit of footsteps, and if he overextends, he might get picked off here by Eccles. Eccles decides to go all the way back through spawn side, and you can already see 100 Thieves not knowing where the positioning is right now for C9. If Vanity's still lurking somewhere else, or just saving.
And you got it. There's a reason. Oh my word, that was clean. There's a reason Hiko is likely or usually the last one alive because they have no initiator to get back into this site covered by a Viper wall. No dart, no owl drone to figure out what's hiding behind it. So they quickly choose to get themselves to safety. They got picked apart with the worst person going down in mid there to start off this one as they tried to kind of set a pace. As you saw 3 of them there pretty quick in mid C9, but that makes the retake harder, and C9 has not been giving those up, so the post plant rather. So a lot of things playing in their favor, and as Sideshow said on the desk, they're reading a lot of these plays right and adjusting properly for what 100 Thieves wants to do next.
0 point in the back of the site. A battle. First blood for Leaf once again. Traded off by Ethan in the back of the site. He didn't really use any of the flashes at this time. It's going to be the Seekers. Inside that cubby, the wall bang. Xeta gets a bit of damage and even a kill on top of that. And he's still alive. Finally, it's Asuna with the Blade Storm. A 2 versus 1. Op in hand. As he switches back out to that, leaving now Mitch on his own on a 2 versus 1. That spike is down towards ladder. And now he's spotted by the jump peek from Hiko. And here comes the off angle. Nice jiggle peek from Mitch. Still the Blade Storm's available. We're about to go for a high-low swing.
No,
and it doesn't pay off.
no.
They looked at the wrong angle. And now Mitch could actually TP away. And he also has the tool de force to work with. He's in the back window side. And he pulls it out. It's going to be an op versus op or a rifle versus Blade Storm. 40 seconds left on the clock. And with that teleportation away, Asuna thinks that he went back towards mid.
Vans, if Mitch can pull this off, it only pays tribute to the fact that he can vary his play style so much, his agent so much, the style he plays and how he wins a situation. It looks like Asuna's trying to get the upper hand by doing a big flank, which would probably not be thought of at this point. You're not going to leave the side open, but it looks like he wants to play the 50-50 for where the spike's going to go here. And he's going back towards B.
That's what I'm wondering. Why did he give that up all the way towards mid side?
That's a good question. Comfort in play, but wanting to be able to get to it.
It's not going to happen.
Oh my gosh.
At first, I don't know if there's miscommunication, Riv, or not, but I guess Asuna just wanted to try to play that flank in the end.
Asuna to be there, so I think that's why Asuna decided to play on enemy side and come in from the big field.
Yeah, so comfortable with letting CLOUD9 get in a plant no matter what. So in the end, Asuna also playing that way cuts in all the angles where Mitch could be flanking from, so he's always going to get the backstab after that. So we'll see what happens. C9 on somewhat of a fast push to start things off, a couple of flashes to hold them back. And it's back to a slow start. A first slow start, at least, on the initial push that's been held back by 100 Thieves.
A's locked down by a few traps. Could be doors if they want it, but C9 making quite a bit of noise here as shots get traded 1 for 1.
And that's an initiator down. That's Xeppaa down. And that also identifying that the op is posted towards the B site.
Yep.
We're looking for the lurk towards mid.
Oh, man. How tough is an A take without Viper Wall, right? Let's see how they make this one work. Right now, they've called the numbers game, and they'll be able to get in and out, but the post plant still becomes tougher without being able to block any of these darts. Hiko's still coming in, and it's going to be the plant here close to mid pyramid.
And on mid pyramid, in between both of them, we actually have a trap wire too. BabyJ is about to go for a backstab. He's just around the corner. BabyJ wins that one, and there goes that hat. So they'll spot all 3 members of CLOUD9 holding it out towards probably an A side push. But it's not really planted for cave, so you really have to need your 2 players inside the site to do a little bit of damage here if C9 wants to win the round.
They just got Sova. The dart came out of cave, so they know where 1 is and 2 on site. No movement from that Cypher ult could have tricked them, so it's going to be the retake now, Vance.
Up around the corner. There is that spray. Hunter's Fury. Xeta gets the kill, and he's going to be the last man standing. And there you go. This is going to be very difficult for them to win. Or C9. It should. Oh, actually, there's no time.
Couldn't hear the spike tick from all the way over there at Xeta's position, but what a play. What a delay. And takes out the...
And that's not a round that's able to work here for 100 Thieves. You're going to have to go back for an eco round. We have 2 sheriffs and a couple of pistols, and they're trying to close in slowly this time towards B site.
Got him.
Oh.
Denied.
Little ADS bye-bye. Here you go. Send a gift card from the beach. Oof. That. See, you want to be able to at least do a little bit of damage on these rounds, but the timings that C9 is getting, it's just being able to take down 100 Thieves so quickly. Here they're walking in confidently. And I think that's the way that C9 has to play, right? You don't want to give too much respect. You want to be wide peeking. You're not going to slow peek. Give someone your shoulder so you can get sheriffed. You kind of want to be committing to those angles, and they're having no trouble doing it right now. See how they react to 100 Thieves on the 3 flank.
That's 2 spotted so far. They haven't really seen the 3rd player yet. As we go for the recon dart, okay, there goes another shot. We're really committing in here for the flank as we can, but again, you're going pistols against all these rifles. It's not going to work out too well, and I'm trying to figure out what really was that plan there for 100.
Pointed on the retake, and then they were all pinned into ducks in a row down towards that beach area. T-spawn. Can't do much. 7-1. Viper ult immediately out onto A, and Asuna's going to hit Leaf. There's first blood, Vans. You mentioned that quite a bit in the first game. First blood rounds usually meant 100 Thieves rounds.
And it continues in that favor. Now a 5-on-3, soon to be potentially a 5-on-2 as that barrel of the gun, that Phantom peaked. And by Xeppaa, yeah, he gets pinged by an Allen drone and he makes it alive. Not actually, barely any damage done. He's out there with 150 HP, actually.
Yeah, that was a over-flicked a little bit too much. We've all been there. Where do they decide to end here? Doesn't look like a full hit on A. Last time Hiko ulted on split, they went completely away from it. And that's going to drop, actually. Hiko gives the space. I'm sorry, Eccles gives the space.
Yeah.
As Hiko darts in.
A little bit easy here. There's a camera in the back of the A-hole, so they know for 100 Thieves at C9, we're looking for some sort of control on a different type of entry at a site, and that's also the null command down. So with 34 seconds left on the clock, these are looking kind of grim for C9 to get something done. But if you're looking at it, they have a lot of money to work with. So this is still a potential for them to try to do some econ damage against 100 Thieves, but it's going to be the Prime Gaming Flawless instead, answered back by the defender side.
Shots, make the impact. We got a 7-5 first half. Seems like they kind of have C9 on the ropes a little bit. Instant 0 point out. Looks like they want to focus a bit of this orb as well as get into A instantly.
It's going to be a fake. Allen drone, they've done this before when you're going to go with an Allen drone and null command. That the hit is going to happen for C9, but look at that. Everybody rotates for 100 Thieves, and now we have 3 players from C9 moving out towards B. A couple of pings to come out, and even to seal the deal with that kill coming out from the A side. Finally a trade-off. Ethan's in the back of the site. We now have also Xeta that has to fall back inside spawn site. It could still be planted for post plans for Xeta if he can. Now we have a Viper Spit to come out. Leaf has fallen down. Vanity's on his own on A. Xeta has to do something to meet up with his teammates. Couple of shock darts to come out. And I think Vanity cannot really plant right away because he needs this flank to happen in the back from Xeta.
Yeah, 1 minute. Great call, Vans. 1 minute is a lifetime in TAC FPS. You can make it across the map. You can pretty much do anything. Oh, you get the jump. Oh, we've all been there. The patented jump. 3 for Ethan. Oh, just a shot to the left. Everything seems to be just off for these trades in the 1v1s.
Hiko's
always
down
returned, though. Yeah.
Xeta's pinned on a 2v1. After that shot, it's a crossfire now for 100 Thieves. Should be locked down from Arches and from B main. Creeping forward is going to be Xeta, but the one that had to hold it down on that B side on his own has done it. And
the space they took, which is why it looks so different in the beginning, because we're getting to this point where nobody wants to give up a round for something stupid, so we are pulling back on some of these strats to re-hit.
A little bit of a change in terms of how you're taking mid side now for C9. It's been the same for 100 Thieves whenever they want to crunch towards mid. It's the flash towards off, the guided light on top of turret, and then you have the op come out. This time, 0 point spots Asuna at the doors. Then we have a recon dart on the top of the tunnel sign. And here comes Leaf. He's made it behind. No, he doesn't. Ethan saves him from the tunnels.
Leaf finding himself going down in these few rounds here. It has seemed to stop the opening of sites for C9's potential. Or opening potential, I should say, for C9 site entry. And here, Mitch, I thought he was going to get on wall and play a little bit of tricky mid. With the lurk, they're trying to commit B, but 100 Thieves go for the Seekers. Nice job by Ethan.
Exactly. Already another Seekers in what, 3 rounds for all these kills he's gotten 2 rounds ago. And now they know that the hit's coming towards the B side. Beautiful flashes coming out too. But it's still going to be Eccles that gets the kill onto Mitch. Connor's Fury to come out from Hiko just to try to split out the attack for a bit. We will now guarantee a plant. Toxic Screen is still up on defense. Spike is now planted. And Xeppaa's holding at 22 HP. in the back of tunnels. He
word.
does have an underhand throw if needed, but everybody's so low with the exception, of Xeppaa now towards B main. And you're playing contact. A jump peek coming out from Vanity to see if anybody's going to come out towards tunnels. But here comes the
Fun
flashes.
party.
Xeppaa, all these footsteps, gets the first kill, but Ethan also gets a second one. Underhand throw. Looking back towards that side, they're crunching in towards his teammate, towards that ladder slide, and it's still going to be Xeppaa, but the jump classic, coming out from Asuna is going to be able to get him with the headshot instead.
Tag it. He orders the classic with cheese. Send him off with a win. Oh my word. I don't. Blade Storm ready again onto Asuna. They seem to be pulling back a few rounds here on defense.
Yeah, when you said it was what, 7-2 and a 7-5 potential was going to happen, I was like, I'm not too sure, but starting to believe now, especially with that first blood from Asuna.
Absolutely. It seems like they are finding a bit of a groove. Asuna gets back onto this. Hey, I have one thing to focus on. The rest of the teams will play around that potential. Because you can also dictate what C9 will do based on the up power.
Ready to play is Asuna. We do have a Hunter's Fury kill coming out from Xeppaa, though. It's a 3-on-2. Player advantage now for 100 Thieves on the defense. Shock Dart, Snake Bite, everything on the ground to prevent C9 from moving in with the spike down out towards the palm tree. So Vanity stuck at bricks. Now on his lonesome stuck at bricks is going to have to try to get this clutch. And a late owl drone to come out will now make it much more difficult for Vanity to try to win this. The pre-fired shots. And it's going to be BabyJ to finally seal that deal for 5 rounds on their side. 7 for C9.
Xeppaa 0 point. I'll be sure to watch that on the mini map to make sure he's not huffing it anywhere. We're not watching. Oh. Just go ahead and grab that again.
It's nervousness.
Don't worry about that little one. Just leave that there.
Yeah. No replays coming out for that one, but
the first Hall strat we have, and it's going to be the pistol round of second half.
Vanity's close. Classic left clicks.
What?
Snake bite on the ground. Some debuffs coming in, so it can work the right clicks instead, and it works out onto Ethan. And oh my God, really, the first time we see an A-side push on Halls, did that really work? Not too much. Hiko stuck on a 5v1. Gonna grab the ult at least into the orb, just to try to get a little bit of salvation into how dominant that hold was from Vanity.
If he was just checking hall passes and no one came prepared.
Yeah, we wanted the P break. Nobody gets a P break.
What is up with the util on this round? Just getting long break. It takes a while to shake off. So we're back 8-5 here. Cloud9 will only lose Xeppaa.
Well, of course.
Viper wall A, it is to the edge of the pyramid. You see some different walls, how they want to push the defenders off the wall and what space to give them with behind the pyramids. And this one's just kind of the default Viper wall coming in from Eccles. Trading and toying with the Cloud9 members to see if they can figure out what kind of guns they're up against. Oh, the first jump out from Ethan does not work.
It's actually Mitch with this Marshall into this round. Vanity's just trying to stay alive. Now debuff from the Viper wall, but Xeppaa's going to do the same very soon. And there you go. Hello. Triple kill and leave to mop up the last kill. And now that's a nice little anti-eco there for C91.
Just snuff it out with the way they play defense as well on a split. If they can bring that back here, please.
So Mitch with that chamber, you already see how he's setting up on the top of the B pillar. And yes, Leaf is pushing forward. He's not the mid push. Would this be the area where he's going to play it? And he's playing on top by watching the A-side push just on top of Sussy. Sussy? I love Ancilly. But for 100 Thieves, they're just holding it slowly. Yes, you're talking about the audio player. You're talking about trying to make some noise and trying to identify that. And the first noise that's heard is a B-side.
Watching the cam flank, we can see BabyJ hasn't moved yet, so you only have the 2-2. It's going to be a 3-1 now. They split Eccles up to the mid area. Fight for himself, and he gets the opening frag.
That's a very nice one on top of that, and just on the other side behind that ladder, Vanity somehow still stays alive because he has support from Xeppaa. Now we're trying to spray with this Vandal, but does not work out for Eccles. A 3-on-3. Spectre, Phantom, Bulldog. It's still working out for their bonus here for C9. How is Vanity still alive towards this ladder side? Putting another wall up. He's just staying alive in the back here. And with that spike now being down and with the null command coming out, there's no more utility that could be used by Hiko to try to get something, try to do some shock darts inside that site. So it all comes down to BabyJ with that lurk. Jump peek spotted by Xeta. And now they know where both players are at. One B main, one tunnel. Vanity holding inside just by the
Ooh.
spike with this poison orb. And with 12 seconds left on the clock, it seems to be a done
10
deal.
seconds left.
Yeah, he's waiting for that pickup sound. BabyJ on 1.
Somehow? No way. No time left. They have to pinch in on him. He's trying to stay alive, and he does. Vanity was under so much pressure at the beginning of the round, all the way towards the end when his teammates are falling down, and he...
Late round win coming from Cloud9, if we can remember Xeta's Hunter's Fury on the previous attack.
That in mouse, and it's the mouse that got away with the cheese. And that's Vanity playing towards that ladder side and changing the pace his 100 Thieves into this round. Walls coming up, trying to do a little bit of what C9 was doing before. See the Spectre once again towards that back of the site. Couple of kills ringing in for Cloud9 with the player advantage. Flashes on the back of the site. On top of the wall is Ethan with that Guardian, and that's also now spiked down. Hiko does have a little bit of map control inside this B site and loses that duel to Mitch, leaving now, once again, no opportunities for BabyJ to go with these lurks that Slideshow has been commending him when he was playing on phase before. And with that jump peak now, he's at tunnels. He spotted both cages coming out. Now audio cue being heard towards that pillar side. A knife, and then Mitch with the triple kill.
That kill on BabyJ would have, I'm sorry, that kill on the Mitch would have really...
When they have the weapons advantage, and it seems to be that case. Walls coming up. There is that knife.
Yeah.
Asuna still gets the orb, though.
All right. Reset the map. Start to spread it out. We have a little bit of control over halls. BabyJ's trying to get audio. I don't know how quick he's going to be moving up. I think his cam in the back sees quite a bit. He's just using that periodically to make sure he can get a little bit more ground in halls when necessary. Team works mid. Looks like it's going to be the mid pop, but nobody's on the A cave hit, which is interesting here. They're going to try to do it all from up the gut. Oh, it seems like they're just throwing a little bit of noise. Okay.
Yeah, a lot rests on the shoulders of Asuna. He's already down to 5 HP, forced to be healed up here by Ethan.
Yeah. This almost feels like all your eggs in one basket. Especially, I mean, for an eco too, but you want to be able to have a bit of a flank. That's going to be taken up almost by BabyJ. Cloud9 is just reading this one right now.
145, all share shots, but players are still alive here for Cloud9. Now you have one tucked in, playing a little bit more passively. And now as he swings out, but there's still Xeta to support Mitch as he falls down, and that's the triple kill. And we are now at map point and series point for Cloud9, and thankfully at least 400
stacked in C9's favor here, and 100 Thieves really have a hell of a fight ahead of them to keep themselves in the game and see if they can do it.
And they've done that before. And we see the 0 point and the dart coming out here for the defense of C9. Identifying that operator in the back of mid to start. So ground control picked up by 100 Thieves, towards mid side. We're just reacting a little bit more towards playing the back ends, because look at that. Vanity also pushed it all the way towards caves, looked out, didn't see anybody there. Now they could focus back on playing the off angle. He's playing it from shop.
It's so much money in their favor too. Like 12-5, make this round even a more for sure round. Get some info, push out, back up, play your life. They're already working with the fact that nobody was fully pushed towards A, but now they're going to have an even more difficult time. It's going to be the halls hit. Let's see if this time it works for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, halls hit, one towards mid. Doors, the cyber cage to come out, but it's still Xeppaa to line up too. And things are actually looking quite good for 100 Thieves to try to make the comeback into this round. A 3-on-3 as Asuna pumps another one with the operator, and that's Xeppaa to fall. We still have the Viper's Pit towards A main though, so you can't really focus on pushing back towards the area, but I love the adjustment for 100 Thieves. They take control of that mid side, they plant for a spawn side, and Leaf has to come up for a big fight against Ethan. He does get that headshot though, and activates the Blade Storm. Still has pretty much all of his kit available as he's closing in with Vanity. A cloud burst towards the end, and he dashes across, but it's still not planet really for 100 Thieves, because they have to forfeit that position on bridge. So they're playing towards that back. A snake bite in the back as well. Yes, Asuna has to go towards the door. The camera's up. The door is about to open, and Asuna gets the kill through the smoke, and now it's a 2 versus 1. Leaf looking left and right. The ping out from BabyJ on the right swing, and 100 Thieves stay alive.
Everywhere, all over the place. People ask for it. You're getting a bit of it.
Not out of it yet, though, for 100 Thieves, because that economy was still good for Cloud9. Full gun round.
Right.
Build a false now for Mitch. Playing that towards A halls. They rotate a little bit to adjust into these A hall pushes for 100 Thieves. But on the attacker side here, Riv, we're focusing more on is slow work towards this elbow side, B side hit.
Drone for positioning. Looks like Leaf's gonna want to keep it too. 100 Thieves up the gut from mid on this one. They have the rotation in their favor. Let's see if they can make this one work. Hunter's Fury is gonna come right through to clear the backside of the site, but it's not gonna hit Leaf.
Because Leaf's on the top of the tower by ladder, and that's 2 kills now for C9. A big flash, allowing Leaf to get that easy kill back towards Berlin. Mitch then going to work at the same time too, and that's going to be it. An easy round of Prime Gaming flawless as C9 takes the series 2-0 over 100 Thieves.
CLOUD9 showing strong, coming through as